Hi, Cancer, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of the 24th to the 30th of January, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And keep in mind, this is a general weekly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. Remember to stick with me to the very end of the reading to get an answer to your yes or no question. All right? The message overall for the week for you is when you least expect it. When you least expect it. And the song of the week chosen on Shuffle by Spirit, The Runaround by Taylor Hicks. The Runaround by Taylor Hicks. So I'll leave that down below in the description box. Let's aim on down and pull some cards. As we cleanse the energy, we're going to begin by pulling a message or two from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. For my lovely Cancers to begin this weekly read for the 24th to the 30th of January. Stay focused, you're almost there is what I'm getting. Stay focused. We have Cleansing Waters, and we're going to pull one more right from the middle of the deck. And Solitude, okay. As well as Watching Clouds at the bottom, lie back, rest, and relax. And I truly feel as if that's what you deserve this week, that's what you need the most, as you probably have been running around accomplishing a lot, or just feeling like life is a bit overwhelming. For one reason or another, the universe, Spirit is pushing you to sit back, relax, just kick your feet up, enjoy yourself this week. As it is a week where this and that happens when you least expect it, okay? We have Cleansing Waters. Purification activates vibrant life forces. So naturally, I mean, it makes sense as to why I was guided to cleanse the energy for this part of the reading, but not in the intro. As you make your way through the week, you're going to find yourself needing to cleanse yourself in a multitude of ways, feeling very drawn to water, not wanting to step out of the shower right away, or feeling drawn to pour yourself a bath or go for a swim, to be near bodies of water in one way, shape, or form. Washing your hands is going to feel really, really cleansing in more than one way, okay? It's going to even cleanse one's mind. It's going to remind you of something when you have that moment, okay? Something that you didn't think you forgot. Interesting. One of the random moments throughout the week when you just least expect it, Spirit provides, okay? Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. And so with a week where you're being pushed to cleanse one's energy, to refresh, to sit back and relax, once again, kick your feet up, put your feet up. You're being pushed to spend time in solitude, to silence your mind for at least part of the week, okay? You might be finding it hard recently to silence your mind. We're trying to figure this and that out, trying to plan for this, trying to accomplish a lot, running around, doing a lot of traveling, even if that's just from one spot to the next to accomplish errands or fulfill certain obligations. Some of you might actually be doing legit traveling from, place to place, going further. But either way, it's a week where you're being pushed to utilize some quality solitude time for a sense of tranquility. All right, let's continue. Just making sure the microphone's on. And we're going to pull the main part of the reading from the Light Seers deck. Why aren't you as happy as you wish or you could be? Something you need to ask yourself at this time or throughout this week. It may have a lot to do with work, or you may find yourself staying up late at night, mulling things over in your head, wondering this and that, stressing to a certain extent. Might have to do with your spirituality being increased in one way, shape, or form. But we get the Five of Cups to begin all by its lonesome, all right? That might be how you're feeling, a sense of feeling alone in one way, shape, or form, but do you bring that upon yourself? Something to be completely honest with yourself about. Either way, it's a week where you at least begin the week, or it feels like for some of you it's more so in the middle, around hump day, around Wednesday, you find yourself expecting the worst, or just it's very hard not to focus on what isn't ideal for you, what isn't perfect, right? Whether it's a living situation, a job, it could be both, it could be a relationship or certain connections. It just feels like you're not content with the way things are proceeding for you at this time. But what you don't realize is it's a week for you to relax, to cleanse your mind, to simplify your mind, to expect the best because a lot is about to change moving forward in the right direction for you. And I do feel like you desire a lot of change at this time. You might be feeling that somebody's giving you that runaround, going back to the song that was chosen for you in Shuffle. And it's just like going in circles with them. You know, when it comes to their messages, their intentions are just, you might feel like spirits even giving you the runaround, feeling a bit confusing throughout the week. Okay. With the Page of Wands, you're going to find a little bit of anxiety coming to be throughout the week, but it's going to have something at least partially to do with your view on things, your expectations, okay? Don't forget this week that you're manifesting even when you're feeling a bit negative or just focusing on what's not working. So just remember that your thoughts do communicate with the universe in a lot of ways. I need to throw what no longer works for you up in the air, including thought processes, habits, for some of you, even what you're spending your money on at this time. With the King of Wands, this is how you're coming off, or you might be thinking about a fire sign throughout the week for one reason or another, thinking about your strength or how you need more inner strength to dig for it, to get through a situation, or to make the best out of something until it gets replaced or improves. Either way, you are very passionate. You're being pushed to put that crown back on this week, all right? To remember how intelligent you are, how powerful you are when it comes to your mindset, your thought process, your intentions. And then again, allowing yourself to keep it positive, even when you feel a little bit hopeless within a situation. Okay? Cleanse your energy. It may not even be your way of thinking, it may be just who surrounds you at this time or the feeling in a specific location. It happens. There may be some negative entities within a living situation or work situation. You could be dealing with some odd noises throughout the week when you just least expect it. But with the Queen of Wands, it's as if some of you are this King of Wands, you desire your Queen of Wands to come with you towards a level of change and development in your world. But it could be reversed where you're this Queen of Wands desiring this King of Wands. And keep in mind, this can be same sex. It feels like one very masculine person desires a feminine, or a feminine desires a masculine. But either way, it just feels like you're being pushed to stay passionate, to trust in your the inspiration you provide, in your own voice and your own intentions once again, to understand that there's a lot of people counting on you to a certain extent, but at times it's throughout the week where you're reminded by spirit and the universe you need to expect the best once again and count on yourself so others can count on you. Take care of oneself. Fill up your own cup so you can help others with theirs. Okay? You're going to find somebody who reminds you that that is totally okay to do, to take care of oneself. All right? And you'll be reminded of that in times of solitude. But with the Eight of Cups, you're going to find that an opportunity for happiness, for simplicity just falls into your lap. That you just find the most simplistic things this week bring you joy, bring you happiness, and lead you away from the toxicity, the negatives, and just expecting the worst. Feeling like you at times do feel the inclination to feel bad for yourself or to feel down about this or that, about the imperfections. But then it's like you snap out of it, all right? Or somebody pushes you to snap out of it, or you have this unexpected moment where you're like, whoa, why was I just thinking that? Why was I just viewing this in this manner? In a push to take a peaceful approach on connections, the potential of which, a peaceful approach on your living situation, your job, however it works for you. It could be a business. So naturally, this is side by side with the cleansing waters card, where you're pushed to cleanse your energy and wait for that ship to come in. This wish fulfillment that you desire so badly and will come when the time is right. But would you want it to arrive and uh, arrive at, pull up to shore to greet you when you were in this sort of negative mindset? You want to be in the best mindset possible, as noise will frustrate you from time to time throughout the week. All right, as I needed to pause the reading because of the background noise, and obviously, as you can see, I'm cleansing my energy again. It feels quite relevant for the reading. Um, let's pull another card for this side. Keep that glow alive or bring it back. That's going to be another message throughout the week, as you're going to feel like things are just missing. It's hard not to focus on that from time to time, of course, as we've mentioned. You're going to feel like you're just this level of incomplete. This incomplete feeling comes about you from time to time, and that's when, unexpectedly, when you least expect it, the universe, spirit provides you abundance, okay? Gives you what you desire or what you've desired up until this point, but it may not be exactly what you're focusing on lacking throughout this week, okay? For some of you, it may be exactly what you're thinking about or longing for, but it feels like for some of you, gain a better understanding of that individual that you're meant to move forward with, okay, or haven't heard from recently. With the Ten of Cups in the center of the reading, it feels like that lack of positive outlook, that pessimistic way of being, is replaced by a feeling of comfort in one way, shape, or form, a focus on your happily ever after, a push to see the bright side of things, the light at the end of the tunnel, to prioritize your happiness and remember that there is a sense of freedom and satisfaction that lies ahead for you. All right. I also just heard Cancer's way will prevail, but with the Knight of Wands, it feels like you're going to find that naturally, that I said that as I pulled the Knight of Wands, being pushed to remember that you marching to the beat of your own drum, doing things your way, is going to leave you feeling passionate, successful, and very creative in a lot of ways. To remember that you have that magical touch uh, at the end of the day when it comes to reaching for your independence, reaching for your financial stability, your career success. And I feel like that in and of itself is going to impress whoever you are thinking about this week. For some of you, it's more than one. You may need to narrow down your options if that's the case. Don't forget to cleanse through water, via water throughout the week, okay? We're actually being pushed to pull one more as a bonus. We have the death and rebirth, okay? A reminder that you are going through a death and rebirth, okay? And it isn't the easiest process, especially when things don't feel ideal, don't feel perfect or up to your standards. It's all about being put that push in the midst of that process, excuse me, to take care of oneself, to recognize what isn't working, but don't focus on it so much to the point where you can't enjoy or realize what is working, okay, or what does lie ahead. To remember, once again, you're manifesting through this process and you deserve to glow through it all once again, okay? Let's pull a Find Your Happy card or two before we answer your yes or no question. So think of it if you haven't already. For Cancer. If it messes things up, then it's not for you. Keep that in mind this week. Setbacks do not define me. They nudge me into a new awareness. And if there's a setback, there's a need to stay where you are for a little bit longer. And remembering all the meanwhile, everything isn't happening to me. It's happening for me. That's at the bottom of the deck. And we have my life is a courageous, creative adventure. Excuse me as I struggle to speak. Absolutely, I need to view it that way. It can be a simplistic one, all the meanwhile. And my happily ever after is me. Beautiful reminder. Let's answer your question. For Cancer. As you can see, the answer for your question is yes. I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. To book a personal reading with myself, the options are down below. You just have to shoot me an email. I hope you have the most amazing week. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Cancer.